Airline tickets feel like a trap sometimes, right? One minute you think you scored a deal, the next you're being charged for a seat assignment, boarding group, and maybe even breathing too hard. But here's the thing. Not all hacks are equal. Some save you real money and stress, while others can get you in hot water with the airlines. Today, I'm breaking down the travel hacks you actually need to know before your next flight, and a couple you should stay far, far away from. We've all seen the TikToks, the Reddit threads, the secret hacks your uncle swears by. But how many of them actually work? And more importantly, are they worth the risk? In this video, I'll cover the hacks that save you money without ruining your trip, the controversial ones airlines hate, and some insider tricks that make the airport feel way less painful. Stick with me, because by the end you'll know exactly which hacks to pack with you, and which to leave on TikTok. Here's a hack I wish I'd known sooner. Instead of paying for early seat selection or boarding, consider investing in an airport lounge pass. Seriously, many day passes are under $40, sometimes even less. And you get food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and a quiet seat. Compare that to paying $35 for a middle seat with a slightly earlier boarding group. Which would you rather have, a pretzel at the gate or a full plate of pasta in a comfy lounge chair? I tried this in Dallas once. I skipped seat selection, rolled the dice at check-in, and spent my money on a lounge pass. Ended up with a decent aisle seat and all-you-can-eat snacks. Win-win. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, skiplagging, aka hidden city ticketing. The idea is you book a flight with a layover in your real destination and just skip the second leg. Sounds clever, right? Except airlines hate this. Some have banned people for doing it repeatedly. If you're traveling light with no checked bag, it can technically save you money. But it's risky. Imagine getting flagged at the gate and losing your frequent flyer miles. Personally, not worth it. Want to dodge baggage fees? Go minimalist. Use a personal item-sized backpack and roll your clothes instead of folding. Airlines rarely measure if it looks small enough to slide under a seat. Bonus hack? Wear your heaviest jacket or hoodie on the plane. It's basically free storage. I once wore 2 hoodies, a jacket, and stuffed snacks in the pockets just to skip a bag fee. Was I hot? Absolutely. Did I save $60? You bet. Flights on Tuesdays and Wednesdays? Usually cheaper. Flying the day after a holiday instead of before? Way cheaper. Even shifting your trip by one day can save you hundreds. Use Google Flights Date Grid or Hopper's Price Calendar. You'll see the difference immediately. Here's one people overlook. Always double-check the airline's app or website after finding a deal on Expedia or Skyscanner. Sometimes the airline's own app has flash discounts or bundles third-party sites don't show. Plus, if your flight gets delayed, the airline app gives you faster rebooking options than waiting in line. Not really a hack, but knowledge is power. If your flight is delayed or canceled, don't just sulk at the gate. Ask about meal vouchers, hotel comps, or rebooking. In the US, airlines aren't always required to compensate, but many do if you push politely. In Europe, you can get serious money back under EU laws. Knowing this can turn a travel nightmare into free dinner and a hotel stay. So here's the bottom line. Some hacks, like lounges, flexible dates, and smart packing, are absolutely worth it. Others, like skiplagging, more trouble than they're worth. Travel smarter, not harder, and you'll save money without getting banned by an airline. Which hack do you swear by? Or better yet, what's the worst travel hack you've ever tried? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you want more real-world travel intel, subscribe to Newell Travels. Because overpriced flights, that's one trap you don't have to fall for.